Great. Okay. I think now we have pretty much assembled. So last time we reviewed basically the front end part of our sports vertical. And if I remember correctly, you were interested in basically how to do the risk management on your end and basically all the event management. Is that correct, guys?
Yeah, correct, correct.
Correct, yes.
Great. Okay. So as I said, Kawian, Van, and now Vasil have also joined the conversation. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to interrupt us. The recording of the meeting has started, so I'll leave the floor to my teammates.
All right. Hello, guys. So if you want, I'll show you how to manage events and everything in the back office and its capabilities. But uh, better yet, I think it would be nice if I gave you a brief overview of the whole back office, if that's okay with you. At least the sports vertical.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, please.
Okay. So just give me a moment here. I will share my screen so you can see. All right. Tell me if you can see.
Yeah.
All right. So the back office.
Kaoyan, we lost you. We lost sound.
Yeah, let me ping him real quick. Mm. Okay, sorry guys, give us a minute to get Kawian back. Okay, so he just texted me that his computer restarted. He'll be back in a minute. I'm sorry, guys.
In
Vanka,
interest of
Vasco, if
time,
you want, you can continue.
yeah, I'll take sharing for a moment. Okay.
Thank you.
So let's start actually from where I personally think the beginning is the feed. We support a couple of different feed integrations from BetTrader, BetGenius, L-Sport, and we also have some other virtual sports integrations with Vermantia and Race Gaming. But these are the main sport providers that we currently have. One of the steps that we will need to do when if we decide, I don't know about the commercials, but yeah, if you work with our platform, we would need to set up contacts with BetGenius and BetRaider and L-Sport if you want to use L-Sport too. Then these events can start flowing to your site, and we have also the capability to use a primary and secondary provider or a mix for some markets. This way, your site can always be up with markets, even if, let's say, BetGenius have issues or BetRaider This is one of the big things that we have on our site, this feed aggregator. All of the events, once they become available into our system, you can do different types of configurations. You can create translations. You can create highlights for league highlights, event highlights. You can create different rankings for the sports categories, tournaments. We also have competitor highlights here. There are other settings, of course, such as translations that you can change here. We have various settings and configurations for market templates and their outcomes, their selections. You can also define certain markets as top markets, and this way on the front end, these are the markets which are available for switching in the so-called league view. Yeah, this is the CMS section here in brief. You can also group the markets in tabs, etc. If you need me to be more detailed or you have questions, you can interrupt anytime.
I have a question more for our partners. Sashi, Ashwin, is this something that you're already using on your website, or how do you do that?
So in here, when you see this top leagues, you can configure these top leagues as well. You can configure top events too, even though I don't know why it's flicking like this here, but we have this option. We have an upcoming match container, top matches, so highlighted matches, various types of containers can be configured from the CMS sections. Like you have quite a lot in here that you can configure. But going with your website, this is something that you can do. This, of course, we have the standard sport category and tournament view on our site. Kauyan, are you back in?
Yes, I think everything's fine now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was just telling the guys about the options that they have for feeds in our platform. Then the CMS section, I was just kind of flying to it a bit. We have the sports CMS I showed them, and now the CMS sections where you can do most other things that are like these containers or widgets where you can configure different types of these, or you can create a translation for this type of single bet or combi bet, or the things that the users see.
Yeah, maybe we
the
can
footer, the
open
header.
again one of our partners' website as well, so they can do the comparison between the sites. We can see WinBet or InBet as well.
Yeah. Okay. This is one of our most popular partners in Bulgaria, and one of the newer designs that we have is for BetHub. Looks a tiny bit more modern here, and yeah, what you can see is that on the main lobby page, which is sports, we have by default this sidebar, and in the sidebar then you can enter a lot of custom links, like this is a custom link. This special page is a custom link which then has its own lobby with this is another widget or container. This is something that comes out of the box here. It shows you the different types of content that you have. You can configure each one of these. They can be on or off. This is the program container, which is also configurable. A slider with boosted selections. Then highlighted events in here. In the matches section, it's just yeah, basically kind of a repeat of this one, but in case the customer is, let's say, on mobile, it's also good to have this. They can just go here instead of scrolling down. Of course, this is something that you can configure yourself, and maybe it's not doesn't make perfect sense what this client did here, but yeah, like there is a repeat of some of the containers and information. Like in here you have now the outrights, some information about the teams, and this is my favorite team, so it's in here as a favorite team. I get some statistical information about the last games of this team, the squad, historical games with results, upcoming matches, some boosted offers for Arsenal, the outrights currently. I don't know why it's not showing there. I have to check this with our front-end team. Maybe it's not configured okay by the client.
Just let me sorry for interrupting. So every aspect of this page it is configurable at this level of detail.
Yeah, so some things like this vertical you pretty much expect to always have here. So it's then this part is like this here, the sport list. I would say you expect to have always, but then this section you can configure here. This section you can configure. The search, of course, you always expect it to be in this position, but this is configurable. Then after the end of the sports, you can add more links here if you wanted to. And pretty much everything that you see in the home lobby, you can configure, and you can create different types of things. So if I see this lobby, and this lobby, it's still the same platform, but it works different. And now with this layout, if I okay, this is a live game. Let me find something that hasn't started. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to show you the third column view, but currently they didn't configure the something here. But yeah, pretty much this has a lot of configurability here, how you can do it. The bed slip, of course, will always be here, but then below the bed slip, what you add, you configure yourself. So some things you can think of like this is static. You always want it to be here, but then this bed mentor, if you want it or you don't want it, it's up to you. This promotions section, you want it or you don't want it, up to you again. Do you want 2 rows of sliders? It's up to you. Do you want the live above? Like, do you want this ranked above or these top events? maybe it's wife and then top events, or yeah, this is like up to you. The markets that you show for the sport, these so-called top markets, you can configure these as well. Like you can say
Okay.
full-time total goals Asian Hep, or it can be full-time total goals normal handicap,
Okay.
or yeah.
So I'm sorry for saying this, but it's a little bit. Uh, uh, I can imagine entering with you guys and starting to do this. Maybe it's a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, right? So eventually, I guess somebody will get used to it. But I'm trying to figure it out now, and the start will be hard until you got the right configuration for each site. In this case, for our site, might take a while to get used to
Yeah.
to
Well,
configure all this, right?
Don't worry
currently,
about this, Alberto. We do have a really extensive set of trainings. And
Yeah.
of course, if you don't feel really confident in that, we have teams dedicated to basically, Vanka, please close this tab. Right.
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
We have teams which can help you even before the start or after that, who can work with you simultaneously to basically get you where you want to be. And from then on, you can confidently just learn it by yourself. The other thing that it is important to mention here is that during the onboard period, we will provide you with like this sandbox environment where you can test everything as you wish it to be. And then you have separately basically the production environment. So you can do your tests, figure out what exactly do you want to do in this sandbox environment, and then transfer it to the production environment. And of course, throughout the way, we'll be helping you achieve what you want. If you have a vision, let's discuss it right from the start so we can work towards it. That's the
Yeah.
best course of action for me.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
maybe
Okay.
this is not the time and place. But I just wanted to say that there is we're working on some tooling that can help you customize the site a bit more easier, and even the setup of the site initially. We could clone something that you like as a, like if you say that you like one of our what one of our competitors did, or one of your competitors, or no, not competitors, apologies, one of the existing ones that we have, we could pretty much do a copy and paste of some of these things. If you
Right.
see it already live with somebody else, we can easily set it up.
Yeah, it's clear we're not gonna discover the new element on the period table, right? So, but yeah, I mean, but, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a little bit overwhelming, but exciting though, right?
It is in fact overwhelming. I'm not sure if you remember, guys, last time that we spoke last week, the user manual to the back office is like solid 900 pages,
Yeah.
and we are doing releases on a weekly basis. So there are a lot of new and improved features every week. So it's a really active journey. You won't get bored by it.
So Alberto, I think this what we having currently and what we are getting here as options from EGT team, I think you should have a pretty good idea from market point of view. So based on our basic package and what you want to add in addition, so maybe we should go in that direction. First the implementation and see then what else you need or which features and what need to be adapted from EGT side, right?
Yeah, correct.
Sounds great to me. Just one thing, guys, what Ivan is now showing, this is something that wasn't configured last week, but our partners now have it. It's a really cool CRM, like sports related feature, which is called a quiz. Here, basically, you can set up a quiz tournament where people can do, like, you know, the players can set different type of predictions, and by guessing either correct result, 10 result, or whatever you set up as questions, they will get points and they will participate in a tournament for like rewards, which is also something cool. And this is a way you can play and engage with your players. One additional thing that we do have as well is like an extended version of it, which is called Be the Expert Quiz, where, let's say, your sports manager or a verified sports tipster or something like that can set up prediction, like a fixed prediction, and the players can bet against it and again participate in ranking and win certain type of bets. Depends on your configuration, basically. But as we spoke, you're interested in retaining new players, so that's another cool feature that you can use in our back office.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we were talking last time for of gamification of the of the sport itself, right?
Yep. This is again something that we do have. We have our own implementation, which is we're doing like an updated version of it. And of course, we're integrating other third parties. So whatever suits you best.
Okay. So, like I was saying previously, you can configure what is the top leagues or events, and once you do that, it kind of affects some things like here you have only the top league matches instead of all, but you can also switch to all matches. But yeah. This is pretty much a fixed page. So if you are like a standard page for a sport, then there are these standard pages for the different tournaments. So that's why I was also highlighting the special tournament view page, which is give you the capability to show some statistics and some special info in here, all in one place for that big tournament, which is very important for your site. Yeah, but otherwise, like I said, here you can customize now, add links to some highlighted leagues, create these special views just for the, it's let's say like this one, but without all of the extra things that this page gives you, just a simplified special view. So I think this is one of the most interesting place on our site, the CMS with the different containers and widgets and menu items that you create, etc. You spent a lot of time here, and I joined 3 months ago, and I still haven't worked all of the whoops and whistles around this one, I'll be honest. But yeah, like you can see here, once you create an item, then this item can have sub-items inside of it, like you saw on the front end, or not. Yeah. So yeah, this is the place where Kauyan.
Yeah, it is maybe, or it feels a little bit organic, you know. As long as you're growing with your project, the project will grow with you. Is it like that? I mean, because if eventually you're putting more things to personalize or more features to add, I feel like that's why the betting sites of in this case EGT are they feel alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you
Yeah.
have good content editors who are like living and breathing the sport, creating interesting offers to your customers, boosting things, creating specials, etc. They have the tools to create these sliders and accents for the customers. Yeah, and another thing that I want to do as a product manager is to start automating some of these things. Like we have a recommendation engine in the pipeline, which will be a special container which will take into account what the user has been betting on and what is available next to bet on. So you would be able to add a special container, let's say bets for you, or however you want to name it, and then it would show things just for this customer. Or maybe it's a link here next to the favorites. It says bets for you. The customer clicks it, and they go to some automatic highlights just for them. And yeah, another thing that we want to do is these highlights for a sport. We want to have an automatic. So you select some leagues, and then it will automatically put events based on the selected things. We're working towards a bit more automation. Currently, it's a lot of these things are manual, but yeah.
With the idea that we do have quite a lot of tools, and it is important for us that you don't rely on us to change anything on the front end. I mean, you're in full control, as Ivan already demonstrated. So as much things as we have, you will get your way around it. And we, of course, we are always available to answer questions or help you or guide you to whatever you need to do.
Cool.
Okay,
so
I'm just from the last session, I'm intrigued about how can you create this, as you said, a tipster comes and he believes in a bet for something weird or something special. How he can add it? How's I would like to see the process, because last time I got surprised about a bet of the number of ambulances showing in a match. So yeah, I mean, because it happens, if it happens for real. But I would like to see how you can create it, because I got the sparking in my head now, and I was like, I would like to see it if it's possible.
That's something that probably
I don't know if it's possible, but if it's possible, it will be nice.
I wouldn't be able to show you. Yeah.
One more thing, in addition what Mr. Alberto is asking. For the tournament, for example, you can predict, you can give correct answers. So how this customer will generate the points? Of course, they will give correct answers, they get points. But is it related to his bet participation, or just he comes to your platform and answers the questions? He is maybe an account holder, and he is not placing bets, but he can answer the questions. Is that something like that?
Basically, so I'll just take over and answer this question. Basically, you're the ones who are configuring the predictions, and you're the ones who will be basically responsible for settling the predictions. And let's say, Vanka, can you click on the predictions tab? So if here you set up that you see the Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Based on the settlement of the match, you have to basically when all of the matches are finished, you have to go to the CRM tab and basically settle this quiz for, let's say, for the correct result for Real Madrid Atletico Madrid will be 2 goals for Real Madrid. Based on that, the system will revise all the answers of the players and reward them the points according to the conditions that you have previously set.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe if you were asking about a different type of thing, we also have tournaments, which is like a CRM capability where you can create tournaments which award betting behavior. So this is more like something that you would enable so that people have a reason to visit your site even if they don't really have money to play right now. It's like a
That's my
freebie.
question.
Yeah,
That's
but
it. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah,
Clear, fair enough. Thank you
yeah.
very much. Yes,
But if you
yes,
have a
yes.
yeah, if you have a tournament with playing activity like a
Yep,
casino or
yep.
sport or a mix for
Mhm.
casino and sport, then
Yeah.
I think you can create a
Yeah.
formula
Just
where yeah,
just make it attractive. Even they don't place a bet, but you are dragging them towards your platform to to participate. And if they win, they have to chance to place a genuine bet and onwards. Yeah. So that
Exactly.
was yeah, exactly. Thank you, thank you. Clear,
And
clear.
if you're interested in that, tomorrow in the CRM session, we'll get it into more details on how exactly to set it up in the back office.
Oh yes,
Okay.
it will be nice. It will be nice because in the end, I feel like one thing is being on gaming, another thing is do the things that you're doing, gamificate. You're uh, you're giving more gaming to the gaming. I don't know how to say it, so it's kind
Exactly. This is the essence of it. I am noting down if you have any idea what you want to basically to get into more details for tomorrow's CRM session, let me know and we'll walk you through it.
Yeah, this is definitely one of them. But Ms. Alberto, if you have more questions, please ask.
yeah.
Great.
On the tipster container, so I opened our documents, I searched for tipster, and now this is the information that they have about container tipster. So basically, you set up one of your player profiles as a tipster, or a couple of them, or maybe some affiliate profiles. Some people you say these are savvy guys, or maybe they are like really good customers that your sport book is marked as markers or something like this. It's up to you how you use this, of course. And then you say, okay, these are the tipsters. And once you set up the tipsters, you create the container itself. You put the position depending on the device. You put some names for the container and for the menus. When it activates, when it deactivates, how the bets are presented, what bet types, which odds, etc. All of these things. Is this?
yeah, it is. Yeah, yes, I got it.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe you say minimum odds 150, multiples, 2 or more selections. Yeah, like selection count here, and maybe you select some tournaments as well, but that's optional. Yeah.
This is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I rely a lot on this documentation as well myself. So yeah.
No, but it's nice because the approach is not only for tipsters, the approach is also for those highlighted clients that are doing high bets or weird bets, I think. So you can monitor this special guys, apart from those you hire or you are related to as the tipsters. But I like the approach, the second approach you did. Thanks for the thanks for that, because yeah, nobody will get that. It's like, okay, this is for tipsters, period. It's not like that. You can get more information about that part. Yeah, it's
I have an
nice.
idea how we can even do this in the future, where we can say affiliate tipster. So we can say this is a tipster and they also have an affiliate ID. And then your affiliate tipsters, they can put on their websites some links directly to your
Direct,
website,
correct.
where they make bets and their clients can see the bets that they make with, of course, their affiliate ID. But that's
Yes,
like a
something
future
cool
idea that
that's
they have. But
similar. Something cool that we right now have, and it has a similar idea. Let me just, Vanka, I'll take the
yeah,
screen share for a second. Give me a second.
yeah,
Let me see if I can enter in my account here. We already have it implemented on the Real Jogos website. No, I don't have it. Okay. Basically, I'll just share really quick here. Once you, due to regulation restrictions, I can't place a bet, or maybe I do have it on staging environment. Just give me a second here, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Let me find the bet here. Market selections. Okay, can't combine. Okay, it's a bit slow because it's a lower environment and it will take some time. Okay.
There's
So
place.
so here, this is really great if you're using affiliates like our partner in Brazil. Basically, they are taking screenshots of the bet slip, and here you can see we have the logo of the website. So this is a really nice and smooth way to promote
Where to
the
go and bet.
website via
Yeah.
affiliates.
Yeah.
So this is a screenshot of a bet.
No. What she says is, if a tipster is going to offer to the followers a special bet,
Yeah.
normally
yeah,
they
yeah,
will
yeah.
take this screenshot of this bet, and
Yeah.
he will share it on their social networks.
Social media.
So
yes.
yes, so with that they know that they should go to Rio Jogos in this case to do the bet slip. Yeah.
The logo is
Yeah.
there. There's the, I
Yeah.
guess, the cool
Nice.
part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Should I continue on my side,
Yep.
guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have stopped the screen share, so you can take over again.
Yeah. So CMS, as I said, lots of options. I myself, 3 months later, don't know all of them. Feed aggregator, we set BetTrader, BetGenius, Elsport, with Vermanti as well for virtuals and race gaming, if you want to. Now on the so-called reporting site, this is where you can basically search for tickets placed by users. Various filters are available here. So if you just want to, like, this is like no visual clutter, you just go here to search with the bet ID, but the end result is the same. I'm again on a test environment, but I'm pretty sure that somebody placed a bet today. Yeah, our testers are hard at work. And now you can copy the details, so you can open the user, you can see their risk level. The details about the bet are here. The column settings can be configured in case you don't like horizontal scrolling. You can configure these things so that some of these do not show, but you pretty much have all of the information that you need. And once you open the ticket, there's some extra options, such as you can void the bet, you can manually settle. This is a special permission, so you don't, not all of your operators may have it. If you decide that somebody doesn't need to have it, you create a special role for them. Let's say for support, maybe you don't have it, but for team lead support, they have the option to do this for team leads. Yeah, and in the future, we'll also give the cash out status. Right now, it's not available here, the cash out status, but yeah. No, it's available. Any questions around this one? The betting, I guess it's pretty standard.
No, it's
So
kind of standard. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is, I think, some Tableau views that are not configured properly.
Yep. No, Tableau is working. Tableau is our BI tool for like getting real data information, and it is working only with production details. So on the lower environments, it shows like a broken link. But on production, where you're in the back office, you'll be able to see basically the statistics without any problem.
Okay. The sport betting activities are standard way of telling you about like getting to see the details of your activity. Bet counts, GGR, turnover, margin, and then that's a total. Then it's broken down single, multiple systems, cash outs, cancelled and voided turnover. You can also export this if you wanted to into Excel. And there are different ways to group and also secondary group. And the filter options are here.
Sorry, a little bit technical. It is exported to an Excel sheet or CSV sheet?
Both options. You can choose when the file is generated. You can choose if you want it in Excel or CSV format.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think this will take a bit more to generate, but yeah, CSV is here.
Yeah, the Excel usually takes about a minute.
Okay, it's ready now.
Here, you will be able to find all the exports that you generate
I
from
see.
the
Yeah, better for future handling. Yeah, it's better. Yes, thank you.
This is the favorite section of my boss. He likes this report a lot.
Mine too, and I'm not the boss, but
yeah, just
strangely why, yeah.
Checking the numbers and the money. Yeah. These are some special buttons for fantasy bets and matchup bets. We have an integration with Scout Gaming Group for fantasy. If you are interested into this, but it's like more like a external integration. That's why it's not in the normal bet history. It's separate, right? If you don't have this, it will not be visible on your account. But it's again the same concept as the bet history here, just for different products.
What is the fantasy bet history?
Yeah. So so basically what happens is that this was an iframe. This is us, and then this is the iframe of the provider. And they give you options to create some fantasy tournaments where you do predictions. So you play, let's say, this is a free-to-play tournament, or you play for $2, and then once you start playing, okay, now you say these 6 players, you make a prediction. It's a bit hard to explain on the fly. I don't want to take too much time here, but yeah, it's a Scout Gaming Group. You can check out what their product is. And they also have matchups which you can bet on Cristiano Ronaldo versus somebody else, even if they're from different games, right? Let's say this will be who will create more points in this matchup, and let's say there are different pointings for tackles and for shots and for saves, etc.
But it is related to the real performance of the player.
Yeah,
Yes,
real performance of the player,
but you gain points for everything in the game. So for passes, for tackles, for everything.
There are special rules about how it works, and if you want, this is the reference site, Sesame BG. They have it at the moment.
Nice, that's nice. Yeah. So Ashwin, what this means is, fantasy means that you can create your own team with your favorite players, and if those players are doing well in the real world, you're earning more points. It's basically that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I understood. Yeah.
But yeah, that's strictly a betting product. However, it's not like just for fun with the pool, etc. You have to pay, right, and or bet. Anyways, moving back to the back office, mindful of time as well. Yeah, the trading section, I'm not sure how many of these you get, because some of these are for things that we configure, and but yeah, just going to say the bet monitor is a ticketing system or bet score system where you see real-time data of the bets, so that basically you put this running on one big monitor, and you just review the activity. I guess it's 5 o'clock, nobody's placing new bets, but if they were placing new bets, it would automatically pop up on top. Keep on popping. New one. Yeah. And the filtrations capabilities are quite a few as well here, but I think yeah, a lot of people also just, say bet amount more than 10 or a certain category of players, let's say restricted syndicate, or maybe you just want to view new customers to identify some customers who haven't reviewed yet. Okay. Then
in this part, in this part, if you find, let's say, a new player that is above 100,000 and you don't want to run the risk, you can discard it, or I mean, because I know somebody will try to look at this and take some advantage of it, right? So in this case, you can discard it, because I see that you have the rules, you can see the risk, but I don't know. Sometimes when you are dipped in this sports thing, you can think that, hey, this guy is new, so we're not gonna take this bet now. Can you discard it when you search in this case?
To discard the bet, well, this is already it's either accepted or rejected bet, but yeah, let's say these are rejected. This is an accepted bet. So if it is an accepted bet, what you would do?
If you don't mind, I would like to jump in here. So
Yeah.
what I think you're referencing is manual bet acceptance, like manual handling of the bets.
Yeah, something like that. Like,
we do have that, but only if for specific customer segments, or and in cases where a customer is trying to place a bet which breaches a limit of some sort. Which is something that you'll discuss with our risk team at some point in the future if you decide to continue with us.
So yeah, let's say that you see that this isn't the place to check manual reoffers, but yeah, it's either rejected or accepted here. But if you see that you accepted a bet that you didn't want to accept, you can void it. If you want to review manual, currently nothing here, but if there is a rejection out of limits, you have the capability to say, okay, reject it up to the configured limit, or accept the bet as is, or modify the bet a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. At any point in time, my colleagues from the trading or risk team can jump in, and they can finish the presentation. But yeah, I'll keep on going for now.
Okay, if you want, I'll continue, so we don't keep you in the frying pan.
No, it's okay. I just think that you guys are a lot wiser and like you use these tools more than me. Yeah. So if you want to continue, Kauyan, maybe you can jump
sure.
in. Yeah.
I'll share my screen and hopefully this time everything works out and nothing crashes.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. Let's see. So I think we reviewed the bets monitor. The risk monitor is something. Basically, this is where you'll be able to see your exposure. If you come to this tab, and this is a tab that I think your sports manager will be able to have. You will be able to see the exposure and basically what you stand to lose if something comes true. So, for example, if New Zealand win the Rugby Union World Cup, you stand to lose 20,000 euros basically. So this is something you can monitor your exposure from. I'm going to give you a brief overview of almost all the tabs because I'm pretty sure you've already worked with something similar or at least close to this with your provider. Is that okay? Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
correct. Yeah, sure.
Something that was in discussion was the risk and how we do it, and supposedly, not supposedly, but potentially, if you could do it yourselves. That's something that is probably better discussed in another meeting dedicated to that specific thing, where you will be able to speak about it with our risk manager, who is in the call right now. But it's really a really extensive topic, and it will require additional trainings. And like I said, it's better discussed in a separate meeting, if that's okay.
All right.
Okay. And the event portal is basically where a lot of the things happen. This is where you can control events. You can take them down if you don't want to offer them. And speaking of offering, something I noticed, I opened the website and I saw that, for example, I just picked a random match. I saw Borussia Dortmund, and I saw that you have around 120 markets. And
Correct.
if we look at what was it, Champions League, Dortmund, just a moment. And for some reason we don't see them here.
I think it's configured on the WinBet site to show basically
Yeah, we have around now 900 markets as of right now, but we can extend them up to, I think, 1,200 or something like that.
Yeah, basically a lot of markets. This is the event. I can't show you from here, but let's see. Yeah, right here you can see there's like 800 markets right now for Champions League matches, or 900 depending on the match. So in regards to offering, you will have a lot more offering. And once you're in the event portal, you can basically browse per sport and you can find the events you want. You can also search for the events manually if you want. And this is also where you do something that you were interested in. You can create events manually. I won't go over the whole process, but basically here you get to pick the sport, the category, the tournament you want your event to be in. You get to designate a home team, an away team, and basically set a start date. And once you create an event, you will be able to see a page something that looks something like this. Of course, this is the actual match for Borussia Dortmund Lille, but this page will come up. This is the event manager, and here there's a lot of settings that a lot of things that you can do. You can disable an event if you want. If you think something is wrong with it, you can create markets on your own, which is also something you were referencing earlier. I think you were speaking about ambulances.
Yeah.
Yep. So you could do something like this. how many ambulances will show up after the match, and then we can do this as an over-under, and let's say 2.5. We enter some type of odds, up to you, and you can just click submit, and what will happen is over and under will take the specified total from here, and it's going to be over 2.5 and under 2.5 with these odds on the event itself. So this is as easy as it gets. Of course, once you create a market, what you offer in terms of odds is entirely up to you, and it's basically your responsibility to stay within the margin that you wish.
We even have the enhanced odds up there, if you can see, or down there.
Yeah, I'll show them too. But basically, once you create it, it's your responsibility. So when the result is known, you will have to come to the event in question, and you'll have to settle it yourself.
Yeah,
So,
correct. So this part is familiar. We are familiar with this one for the manual match and its result processing. So this one is we are familiar with this.
great. So essentially, this is another place where you can do translations. However, these translations that you do here are going to be strictly for this event only. There's another place where you can do translations in general, which is a bit more complicated. It's currently it's not very user friendly, but I'm pretty sure someone's working on it. So maybe at some point in the future it will be easier to work with. Um, just so we cover this page completely, this is basically all of the markets. You can see you can open them up, full-time result, it has an ID, its current status, which is active, the margin at the moment, how many unique users have placed bets, how many of those bets are singles, turnover, standard stuff. Also, you can see the odds, the probability of something happening, and essentially the limits that we discussed that at some point you're going to speak about with our risk team. This is the same for every single market, and like Ivan said, this is the enhanced odds. So if you want to offer enhanced odds on the market, we can do that for you as well.
Or you can boost a single option as well.
That is true. For example, if you want to boost, let's say, the first goal, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You can simply click on the outcome that you would like to boost. So in this case, it would be first goal Borussia Dortmund. You click boost, you enter the market name, and you select manual boosted or hyper boosted. And
this is a visualization template, yes.
Yeah, the difference between these two is basically one is just boosted odds, while the other one, one will come up in plain old white, while the other one is in yellow, as in it's highlighted, basically. It's the hyper boost. So the value that you enter here is really important. I'm sure you're familiar with how to boost markets, but it's best if you stay within the margin of the market, so you don't open up possibilities for arbitrage. And you can also disable markets if you wish. And of course, you can translate if you want to translate something, of course, but that's a topic for a different time. But yeah, that's basically it in terms of the event portal and how to use it. Something else that I would like to note is that this section here is where our teams often leave notes. For example, postponed, 1-1, 48th minute. And this will basically give you instant information. If you see the number 1 here, that means someone has left a note. You can open it up, you'll see this note, and you will immediately know that this event is postponed at 1-1 in the 48th minute, for example. Something else, if you want, this is the bet history, but for this specific event only. It's exactly the same as the other bet history, which is for all events, but this is for this one. So that's basically it for the event manager. A brief overview. The bet mentor. I don't know who has bet mentor set up, but basically what you can do. Everyone, great. So, for example, I can come here and I can tell the website I want to bet 50 of whatever currency it is, and I can ask for suggestions because I can also tell it I want to win somewhere between 50 and 500 of the currency. I check suggestions and it picks whatever you have set it up to do to pick from. You see it here. These are all the selections basically. You know how a bet mentor works, right? Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah, I think we discussed it last time too.
Yeah, so basically you make a bunch of picks.
We spoke about this one in the first meeting, I believe, but not too much in depth.
Well, essentially you make a bunch of picks. The more the merrier. And essentially, if a customer comes here and just wants to place a bet and potentially wins whatever 500, let's say, he just clicks here and clicks create bet, and it's basically done.
And still, if the suggestions are presented, still the customer has option to remove some bets of the selection, right?
Yes, of course, they can select or deselect whatever they want.
And the total winning will be lower, of course, yeah, because you are removing matches. Yeah.
It updates live, exactly.
Yeah. Perfect.
So something else you can do is betting rules, and this is more like betting restrictions rather than rules. So I'll explain what I mean. You know, sometimes it's not okay to be able to combine specific events, let's say, or an event from this round and an
outright
event
with the matchup, yeah.
Yeah,
like
you can bet outrights with matches, which are basically the same to artificially boost your odds. So this is where you'll get a set of betting rules from us that are already in place. And if you create manual events, for example, or manual markets on your own, this is where you'll be able to place restrictions so that event cannot be combined with whatever you like, basically. Does that make sense?
To me,
Can you can you repeat it, please? Sorry,
Yes, of course, of course.
Yes.
So, for example, if a customer was to place an outright, let's find something. No, not Bulgaria. Let's do international clubs. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Borussia Dortmund and UEFA Champions League winner. Where's Borussia Dortmund? Yeah. You see, you shouldn't be able to do this.
No. Okay, got it. Yeah.
The same bet.
You see, the markets are related. So you're artificially boosting your odds. So what this this section of the back office will allow you to do is create rules that will prevent the combination of these things.
Right.
Like I said, you will get a bunch that are already in place from us, but more importantly, if you decide to create manual events and manual markets, maybe you should also look into creating betting rules or restrictions for your manual event, so it can be combined with something related, basically.
Yeah, correct. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Makes more sense now, yeah? Cool.
Yeah, now.
Because we have this also implemented that same markets cannot place twice on the same. Yeah.
In the same bet, yeah.
Correct. I have a question. Maybe I'm too fast, but What about maximum payouts? Is that also restricted, or like provider, we can put the limits for a certain league, match, event?
Yes,
I
you
know
can.
we have. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can put limits basically from the sport level, category level, tournament level, event level, and even market level. So
Okay, because this is also related to the risk, right? So that's why.
yes, yes,
Okay,
it's
no.
it's and outcome level. Yes, and of course player segment level as well.
Okay.
Okay, so the CMS section. This is basically.
I think I covered that
You
while
did?
you were
Okay.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, awesome. Well, I don't think there's anything to add in this case.
Yeah. So we need a follow-up call just for the risk. Is this what we decide here?
Yes, it's a pretty extensive topic, so it's probably best discussed in another meeting.
Yeah. I mean, we are out of time already, and
Yep, I was about to say that we're now in extra time, just to use the correct term here. But guys, if you want, please talk to Yana to get your availability, and we'll schedule another meeting to cover basically the risk. And of
Or
course, if you want to have a
if you
discussion,
guys have time, I have time.
I am in another meeting, Vanka, so let's
I have also
continue in
another
another
one,
session.
so please.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay. All right.
So-
Yeah. I
great.
don't mind going home.
Perfect. Okay, I am stopping the